Well, everyone, there's actually some very interesting news coming around for the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 7 and also the iPhone SE first generation. And it seems like this is the issue that just keeps on giving. Apple just can't seem to find a way to get over this specific, tear in their whole entire history of iPhones, because it seems like, for those of you who don't know, there was an issue not that long ago which basically presented a very, very weird issue for Apple. They basically had these iPhones, right? Like the iPhone 6s and iPhone 7 that basically were giving people really weird performance throttling issues. Now, this is not unheard of. We've seen people do this, companies do this before. But the problem that Apple did was that they didn't let us know that they were throttling our performance. So because of that, a lot of people noticed that their, iPhone 6s or iPhone 7 or iPhone SE first generation's performance wasn't that great, but they didn't know why. We realized furthermore that basically the reason for that was because Apple was throttling the performance down from our devices, mainly because of the battery health. Once the battery health hit a certain battery percentage, basically then Apple would go ahead and essentially turn around, and then they would go ahead and throttle the performance at that point. But when you think about it, that's actually not that bad of a thing, and they still kind of do it, but they give us the ability of actually disabling or enabling this feature. Apple didn't even let us know that back in 2016, 2015 when they were doing this, and I don't think it was until 2018 or I think it was 2018 or late 2017 when people actually found out about this, and then Apple kind of had to come out and say, hey, this is what happened or whatever. But now it looks like this is still happening. And what's going on is that there's another lawsuit. Now, Apple, we all know what's going on now. So we all know Apple's throttling the performance. But what's going on now is that essentially in the UK, Apple has to actually go through this specific lawsuit now, mostly because of this performance throttling once again. So it looks like Apple tried to block this lawsuit in May. They were calling the accusations baseless, stating that they denied its claims except for some iPhone 6s models. But it looks like Apple's going to be having to go through and present themselves in court once again. It seems like this thing never ends, for how old this phone is and for people to still be experiencing issues with it, like in this specific case. Actually pretty insane. So where does this lead us now? Well, if you have an iPhone 6s or an iPhone 7, if this lawsuit ends up going through, maybe they'll end up owing you even more money. There's already a settlement that people already got paid a couple years ago. So that ends up happening again. It's going to be very interesting to see what ends up happening here. So that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.